What's up guys, welcome back to a new video. In this video I'm going to show you my experience running a dropshipping Shopify store for 3 days. I started this store 3 days back and I made this store in just 1 day. This is just a single product store and I can also show you how I made it in like 5 to 6 hours if you'd like to know. But just want to show you how the store is set up first. So this is the store guys. It is just a single product store for baby sleeping bag and this is the main image. This is the cost which I put. There is nothing, just a main header, then a section featuring our product and a footer. And there is also a main product page with the details on products. So it shows a description about a product and some customer reviews, and again a footer, and there is a tracking your order link and contact us page. So this is how my single product store is set up for now. Now before going into analytics and discussing how different things and different campaigns performed, I just wanted to let you know that I created this store just to learn how dropshipping works. I started to learn about e-commerce business probably a month back, and instead of just watching YouTube videos, I actually wanted to experience everything from store setup to managing orders or to market orders, and I learned a lot of things from this store. So in case if you'd like to learn more about e-commerce or dropshipping or anything else, instead of just watching videos or instead of just reading about it, try to actually enter into the industry. Even if you fail, I would say whatever the amount I have spent in this whole store and in the advertising campaign is one of the best amount I have ever invested, because I learned so many things in just 3 days, and the experience can teach you a lot of things instead of watching a video like making a store which generates revenue of $15,000 from $0 in just 15 days. So now let's go into analytics and see how everything worked. As I mentioned, I started this store 3 days back, so you will see analytics from August 17 until August 20. I had 163 online store sessions. If we scroll down, I had 6 added to cart sessions and 3 people reached checkout. Now one thing I would like to mention here is that out of these 3, 2 were my own sessions, and out of these 6, 2 were my own sessions, because I wanted to check how checkout page works, how added to cart works, and I opened the link in incognito mode and tried everything. So that's why Shopify tracked me as a new user. If we just click on this small eye icon, Shopify won't track you as a new user to the website, but instead it would automatically know that somebody already admin of the store is visiting the website. Now the different types of advertising campaign I am using right now is a Facebook advertising campaign, and I also started a Pinterest advertising campaign yesterday. So I'm probably going to run it for one more day and see what the results are. But if you'd like to see how the Facebook ads performed in last 3 days, let's look into the analytics. So since I selected a product of baby sleeping bag, I mostly targeted people who were parents or who were newlyweds or friends of people who were newlyweds or who just had a baby, or who have a baby from 0 to 1 years, or parents who are toddlers. So you can see here also I named the ad sets as friends of newlyweds, newly engaged, and engaged shoppers. This is for the ad set with purchase conversion event, and this is for the ad set with website add to cart event. After running the campaign for 2 days, I realized that I was getting add to cart event but there was no purchase. So I duplicated this ad set so that I can see what difference it makes. Now in terms of audience, I am only targeting women from the age of 25 until 40. Now this audience segment was the best performing one from last 3 days, so I only selected this one. I also had one more ad set where I targeted people who had interest in Amazon.com, Walmart.com, and who were parents of toddlers or parents of new baby and who were newlyweds. But those campaigns didn't perform that well. You can see here I had some amount spent on other different ad sets which are already off because I wasn't getting any clicks and wasn't getting any add to cart events, so I just turned those off and I only ran the one which was best performing, and after that I duplicated it and selected the conversion event of website purchase in order to see the difference. We reached around 2,000 people and around 2,000 impressions, and we spent almost $60 on the campaign in last 3 days, and we got around 56 clicks. So our cost per click is almost equal to $1, which is not bad. So we are getting good number of clicks, and we also get good number of add to carts. We can see here there are 7 add to carts, so it is not that bad. The only thing which didn't work here was a conversion actually happening. So people were adding products to the cart. It was also tracked on the Shopify store, but we haven't received even a single order yet. Now I just want to let you know that every campaign or every product will perform differently in a market. I also started another t-shirt store, and once I started campaign on it, I got my first order on the very first day on it. So everything really depends on the product and the kind of market you are targeting, and sometimes even if everything is set up correctly, things are just not going to work. You just have to accept it and move on, learn your lesson and implement it on the next stage. Now let's see Pinterest ads. We have one conversion campaign running right now. We almost spent $16 on this. There were 3 actions. There were 20 pin clicks, so our CTR for pin clicks is okay, not that bad, not that good, but our CPM is almost around $10, which is very high. Our cost per click is around 80 cents, which is really good. There were 7 outbound links. I'm still starting on Pinterest ads, so I don't know much about it. I use the exact same targeting to set Pinterest campaigns, and I think it is working good, not that bad, not that good. We got good amount of pin clicks, and the cost per click is also not that bad. So if we include everything, we spent around $76 on Facebook and Pinterest both. We got around 78 clicks, and our cost per click was almost around $1, which is really good. And we got 7 add to carts, which is also very good. So cost per add to cart was around $10, and if we have like $20 margin on the product, and if this add to cart were converted, we would have got a really good return. But since we got no purchase and we have received 0 orders, we are on $76 loss. So I hope guys you have found this video helpful. If yes, do give thumbs up and subscribe for more updates. And if you have any questions related to setting up your Shopify store, feel free to email me or feel free to add in comments. I work on stores for clients, so if there's anything you would like to fix from the back end, or you have any questions from the back end of the store, feel free to get in touch. Hope you learned something new from this video. Bye bye, take care, and see you in the next video.